Yue, are we gonna outline another book today?
I think we are. So, today is October 26th, which means October's almost over and November is just around the corner, specifically next week, which means NaNoWriMo is almost here and I'm not prepared at all. This is a kale smoothie, but I put it in a fancy cup to make me think it's more fun than it actually is. So right now, Meet Me at the Summit, book 1 of the Road Trip Snapshot series, is already out and thriving. Thank you everyone who's read it and reviewed it so far, and if you haven't read it and reviewed it yet, please do. As I speak, my editor is finishing copy edits on Let the Rebel Fall, which is book 2 in the series, so it's also up for pre-order. So if you haven't pre-ordered the book yet, please do. You get some fun stickers when you pre-order, as well as a signed book plate. You can also pre-order a signed paperback edition, and you can do that through my website. And when you pre-order through my website, not only do you get the stickers that you already get when you pre-order anyways, but you also get one of these fun camera notebooks, and it's just like a pocket size cute little notebook. So why am I telling you all about that? That is because I am outlining book 3 of the Road Trip Snapshot series, which I think is going to be the final book, but book 3 is special because book 3 has nothing to do with Marley and Dylan, although I don't know, they might have some cameos in the book. Book 3 is about Lori, which is one of the side characters in Meet Me at the Summit. Lori is Marley's best friend. I've had many beta readers say Lori deserves her own book, and you know what? Gosh darn it, she does. She is one of my favorite characters. So today, I am outlining Lori's story. So Lori's book, book 3, is going to be it's going to be a part of the series, but it's going to be a standalone book. So it's a part of the Road Trip Snapshot series, but you can read it as just the book, or, you know, you can read it before or after Marley's story. Like, there won't be any spoilers or anything like that. So how am I outlining the book? Well, I've already made some notes in my laptop when I was brainstorming at one point of, like, what tropes I wanted the book to have. Because Lori's book is going to be, like, a romance through and through. Meet Me at the Summit and Let the Rebel Fall is also a romance. It has a lot of coming-of-age elements, but Lori, we're just gonna dive right into the fun romance and make it, you know, everything that I personally love when I read a contemporary romance. That is what Lori's book is going to be all about. I already have a few notes, but I'm using the My Novel Outline Planner to actually outline. So for those of you who don't know, I sold out of the book launch. Instead of reprinting it, a lot of you guys wanted additional pages. So instead of re-releasing it exactly as it was, I'm re-releasing it as a series that you can buy on Amazon, which also makes it more accessible internationally. It makes the shipping more affordable, the printing more affordable. You get the idea. I don't even have the final copy of my own book yet. It should be coming in the mail any day, which is why I've waited so long to outline my book. But you know what? Today, I have time to outline, so I'm going to start outlining it in this book. And it's kind of a bummer because, as you can see, it's a proof copy. I also wanted to use the hardcover editions because at the end of the day, I thought it'd be really fun to have all the hardcover editions lined up and look at the spines and have it be beautiful. We're not going to get that. I'm using my novel outline planner to do the outlining, and then I'm using my writing planner to track my writing using word count stickers. I sell a bunch of different word count stickers. I haven't decided exactly which ones I'm going to use for the month of November. I'll figure that out later, probably in a different writing vlog, because this vlog is just about outlining. So I've already filled out the first page of the planner where I say what the project is called and my name. But then we turn the page, and I'm gonna start with brainstorming pages, specifically writing to genre. So I'm gonna go to that page, and I'm just gonna start writing down different ideas specific to the romance genre and about the different tropes that I want to use. The mailman is here, can you tell? So I wrote down a bunch of trope ideas and I'm actually very excited for it. But now I'm gonna fill out the character profile for Lori, but I definitely need to go back and reread Meet Me at the Summit, specifically like the first scene with Lori in Meet Me at the Summit to remember what the heck she looks like. But I do have a character profile that I filled out from when I was writing Meet Me at the Summit and Let the Rebel Fall, but I think it's gonna be a little bit more extensive now that she has earned her own book. Past hour and a half looking at enneagrams and figuring out the wants and needs of my characters, because I figured that was the most important. Is I gotta figure out where my characters are starting and where they're ending so I can figure out what happens in between. I used the Save the Cat method, and the first thing I did was identify the Save the Cat genre. In my case, it's going to be buddy love, so it's all about the journey my two love interests take to change each other and make each other better people by the end of it. So I've been filling out all the personality stuff on the character pages, identifying their enneagrams. So we've got one who is Enneagram 1, perfectionist, and the other is an Enneagram 7, an adventurer, and identifying their flaws and their strong points so we can see how they work together. But basically, it's going to be two opposites that attract, and they're going to go through an interesting journey together to fall in love. That's all I've got today and all I really have time for, but I've got some good foundational stuff, so maybe the next time I sit down I can actually outline. I have a few ideas for things. Look what came in the mail today. We have not one but two planners. We've got the paperback edition of my writing planner and we've got the hardcover edition of my writing planner. They are totally different colors. I submitted them the same exact way. So these were printed by KDP in case anyone was curious. And as you can see, the hardcover is way more vibrant and the paperback is way more dull. The actual color is probably somewhere in between these two. I don't know why I printed that way. I don't really know if I can fix it. I don't really know if I care to fix it. I think it's just a matter of slightly different shades. I prefer the hardcover edition because hardcover, but also the color's more vibrant. But it's you know what? It's fine. There's some things out of my control, and I'm just going to go with it. So I will probably I'm going to use the hardcover one. I'm probably going to set this up later today, maybe next week. Anyways, as excited as I am to have my writing planner come in the mail, today's the day where we kind of finish up our character building, and now I think I'm going to move on to identifying the different story beats and also the different romance beats in, according to the book Romancing the Beat. I'm going to identify the specific romance beats, and just basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the My Novel Outline section of the book and use my novel outline stickers and just outline it beat by beat and then scene by scene. I forgot how much outlining is just me sitting and staring off into space and contemplating everything. it's a couple days later. It's October 31st, which also means it is the day before National Novel Writing Month. And I still don't have the final version of this. But I just went ahead and filled out the proof copy that I have, and I officially have a beat-by-beat outline. So I, like I said, used the Save the Cat method. So I outlined the Save the Cat beats. I also outlined the Romancing the Beat beats. And so that's good. The only thing I'm worried about is it's feeling super fleshed out, except not the fun and games part, which is like the promise of premise, if anyone's familiar with Save the Cat. It's typically what else I struggle with most, because I'm not an outliner. Like, I am outlining, but I'm not really an outliner. Like, I hate outlining scene by scene. And, you know, I like outlining beat by beat, but they're not scenes. They're just like identifying what each story beat is going to be. And I just don't like to think super in depth about scenes, because once I do that, I kind of just want to start writing. And, like, I just need to be able to focus on one thing at a time. So typically, when I outline my fun and games beat of the Save the Cat method, it's, like, super short. So typically, when I get to that point in the book, writing-wise, I have to sit down and kind of brainstorm and outline again to kind of fill in any gaps that I have. So that's a problem for future Mandi. And then I think another thing that I'm going to do as I'm writing, and I kind of did this a little bit today, but in the Save the Cat Writes a Novel book on page 75, there's an exercise called the transformation test, and it's basically all the beats, and it's a checklist, and it's just a bunch of questions that you can ask yourself. So, for example, for the opening image beat, you ask yourself, is your opening image one scene or one group of interconnected scenes? Is your opening image visual? Are you showing, not telling? Is one or more of your hero's flaws evident in this scene? So I feel like this is something that I kind of just want to have next to me as I'm writing the entire book. So, like, every time I sit down at the beginning of the day, and, like, so tomorrow I'll be sitting down to write the opening image of my book, and I'm going to read through this little checklist and basically, like, do a mini outline, if this sounds weird. So I have my scene outline, but as I'm writing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a blank page and make an outline for what I'm writing that day, and make sure what I'm writing that day fulfills whatever little boxes I need to check off of the transformation test little checklist. And not only will this help me, I think, be able to write as efficiently as possible, but also it might be able to help me, I don't know, stay on track. I'm going to officially put this planner to the side, and I'm going to pick this planner up now, the My Writing Planner, the hardcover edition. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm first going to do some goal setting, because I need to figure out how many words I need to write a day, and then I'm also going to fill out the calendar page and do that as a reward for all of this hard work I've done. So I'm going to be using a bunch of stickers. I'm going to be using my NaNoWriMo stickers. I'm also going to be using my November stickers. So if you're interested in any of the stickers I use in this video, they're all available at stoneridgestickers.com. Anyways, let's get to the fun part.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through. through, 'cause we only want what's best, what is best for you.
And with that is a wrap on Preptober. Tomorrow starts a brand new novel, writing a first draft. We will see just how it goes. And also, later this week is when I get the edits back from my copy editor for Let the Rebel Fall. So I'm nervous. But as a last minute thing, I'm going to end this video with a quick highlights reel from my honeymoon to Iceland. For those of you who don't know, my husband and I got married 3 years ago, and we weren't able to go on our honeymoon right away because, the world shut down. Now, this past April, we finally went on our honeymoon to Iceland. It was amazing, and I've been editing the vlogs for my second YouTube channel, and all those vlogs are now officially live. So if you want to watch the entire playlist of those videos, I will leave them linked below. They're just fun videos. They make me happy to watch. That's all I have to say about it. But you can watch the entire playlist, or I'm just going to end this video with a really fun highlights reel of Iceland so you guys can get a taste of what that amazing vacation was like.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. Times I'm stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. Infatuated light, although it hurts me to be with you, I'm always in bloom, always in bloom for you, for I'm always in bloom.